Brothers and sisters, today, as Clayton, I stand before you as a living testimony. A living testimony that it is possible. It is possible to live within this plan of God without jeopardizing your eternity with God. It is possible. And as I speak about pursuing sexual purity this day, please examine your life and your ways and return to the Lord in case you have lost the way in this important area of your life. The world is telling us it is not possible, that a young person cannot be pure. A young person cannot be in a relationship and fail to have sex. Those are lies that are misleading. My testimony this morning is that it is possible for you to do the right thing and glorify God. As a matter of fact, I also went through peer pressure to compromise and give in to sex. But because I understood God's agenda for my life and God's agenda in regard to sex, I stood my ground by the help of God and eventually married at age 28. My spouse, when I married her, was 26 years. And none of us had been involved in sexual activities. We got married pure virgins, even though when I was in high school, my classmates had laughed at me in Form 4 and told me, if you don't start practicing sex right now, you will not know what to do. You will not know where to put that thing when you get married. But I'm telling you for free, sex is perfect. It doesn't need a sex expert. It doesn't need practice for you to know where to put the thing. Because after all, even your great-great-grandparents got involved in sex, and you are the result of that. And no one taught them biology, no one taught them the reproductive system, and so on and so forth. So sex is perfect in its own nature. And therefore, we need to understand that it does not need any practice prior. I know there are some questions coming, and I'll respond to them as we proceed. Because the purpose of this meeting is not necessarily condemnation. The purpose of this meeting is to challenge us so that we may begin to see God's plan and desire for our lives. And by the end of this meeting, the purpose is those who are sticking to sexual purity will continue and be encouraged onwards. Those who have compromised due to whatever reason, they will have another chance to make a decision that, yes, I've given in into pressure, I've given in into pornography, I've given in into fornication, but I want to make a decision once more by the help of God to make the right way and do the right thing moving forward. So if you are here and you have compromised, as someone has asked a question in the chats, there is a second chance. That's the beauty about God. There is a second chance, and before the end of this meeting, I will give that chance so that we are able to make our way right with God.